Hello everyone, my name is Professor Albert Nigrin. I'm the Executive Director and the Curator of the New Jersey Film Festival, and we'll be back this fall for our 44th anniversary for the New Jersey Film Festival at Rutgers University and online. The schedule starts on September 5th and runs through October 10th on weekends, mostly Fridays and Sundays because we stay away from Rutgers football dates. Traffic is brutal. But there's a lot of really wonderful films that we're showing from around the world. Today we have a very special filmmaker who I'll introduce you to in a second. But if you need further information about the festival, go to njfilmfest.com. Click on where it says New Jersey Film Festival Fall 2025 Tickets and Info. There's a red button. You push on that and it opens up our festival website, and you can check out the website all over. If you want to buy tickets, you just click on the tickets link. Today we have Ryan Halasz, who's actually back for a second go here at EVTV. He's a New Jersey Film Festival alumnus. We screened his film way back, and I wrote it down, Project Enigma,
That's
2012.
right.
Wow.
2012.
And now Ryan is back with his feature film called The Muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan is not only the director, the producer, the writer, the editor, and the star of the film. But, you know, the thing is that it's his baby, and it's a wonderful film. It's a very Jersey film. And the film itself is about a man named Ron, who's kind of at a crossroads of sorts. He's trying to bring back his girlfriend, who he kind of bumps back into, Angelina.
Right.
The gal who plays her is wonderful, Amber Nowicki.
Right.
She's really great. And then you're kind of in between helping one guy out and trying to figure out who killed your father.
That's right.
So tell us the genesis of how this film came to be.
Sure. Well, you know, first and foremost, I wanted to make a movie I wanted to watch, right? Something like very screams New Jersey, screams dirty. It's almost, Jersey's kind of like an organism, you know? It's a heartbeat, right? Like, we have two things of traffic, right? One in the morning, one in the evening. And in between those things of traffic, that's the kind of vibe I wanted to create, you know? Like when, you know, the city's kind of not sleeping, but it's just kind of like at a lull. And all the crazy things that happen. I mean, you know, the film is just kind of the scratch at the surface of what really happens in Jersey, all the craziness. And I kind of wanted to capture a vibe, you know, kind of capture a... the whole thing was shot at night, too. And we used this filter that kind of creates this kind of like misty effect, almost like a dream, kind of like a memory. You ever have a memory that like you don't know if it actually happened or not, right? That's what this film is kind of about. It's kind of like, you know, you're kind of reflecting on if this actually happened and which way I should go. And a lot of the shots, there's like a shot with a motorcycle. It's like crossing like the line and stuff. Definitely took a lot of inspirations. Wong Kar-wai, especially Fallen Angels, they had the motorcycle. He was coming back. Like that film inspired our film so much to, you know, try to like convey like the guys at a crossroads, you know, which way. And, you know, also like motorcycle in New Jersey is so dangerous. We almost died like twice filming. But no, it's totally worth it. It's for art, right? So, and you got to take risk with art. I was just saying before.
Yeah. I thought Scorsese too, maybe as an influence, maybe.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
But Wong Kar-wai was a surprise for me. That's really interesting.
Yes. Because the film is an action film, right? We did take a lot of the inspirations from these Hong Kong fight movies, right? So you can say it's definitely a mix between Hong Kong fight movies, action movies, with Scorsese, 100%. Because like, look at the environment we're growing up in right now. This is New Jersey, man. This is like a tough, like, if you want to live in New Jersey, you got to be tough, you know? Like, we got our beautiful neighbor, New York, and it's definitely... it's Sopranos, definitely inspiration from Sopranos, Scorsese films, you know, On the Waterfront. You
Yeah,
guys
Hoboken.
yeah, Hoboken.
And your film mostly takes place around the airport? Is that the...
Yeah.
I mean, it seems that that's where it's mostly shot, right?
So the vibe we're trying to create is
Warehouse, yeah.
it's an organism, you know, like New Jersey. It's a living, breathing, conscious thing, right? You know, we are on the ports, right? A lot of like the stuff. You know, I encounter the first scene of the film. We encounter my uncle, which I haven't seen in like 15 years or something like that, and he's kind of making up. He locks eyes with me because I'm working with this very powerful man who wants to be made, right? Who is not in the mafia but works for the mafia,
Right.
and my uncle, I guess, is making up for lost time because he's like, ah, Jesus, here's my nephew here, and he's going down the wrong path, you know. And there's legitimate mob people, and then there's unlegitimate, right? And this my uncle in the film, he's you know, there's rules in the thing we have, right? That's what they call this thing. There's a Gotti is another great example. 1996, by the way, not John Travolta, even though you're great, John Travolta, I love you. The 1996 Gotti, pull a lot of inspiration from. But it's you know, one of the rules is drugs, right? Like the mob does not want, you know, that was a rule, you know, and a lot of people did break that rule. And there were consequences because drugs, anybody, I'm sure everybody in this room can say that they have a loved one that took drugs and they made very poor decisions, you know?
For sure.
And that's kind of like the premise of the film. You can have something big, something like you're going to have an operation, and once you involve a substance into that operation, don't matter what it is, it's gonna go south real quick.
I hear you. Well, tell me, the actors are really great. Can you tell us, I already pointed out Amber playing Angelina. I mean, how did you find her? And how did you find Eric Sherbo, who plays Anthony, and Stephen Caruso, who plays Vinny? I mean, the whole ensemble is great, but those three stuck out to me. So
yeah.
Besides yourself, I think, you know, you carry the movie in so many ways. So.
I can't tell you how blessed I am to have this cast. I mean, really, it was someone up above is watching for us. It's definitely taking care of us. Actually, that's a whole nother story in itself, which I'll definitely get into. But our cast was just insane how good they were. And I mean, so I would bounce around, hop around different acting classes and stuff like that. You know, when I'm casting a film, especially this film, because this film.
Because you cast the film too, right?
I did, yeah, I did. But it wasn't just.
It's your baby, though, so you know, it has your stamp of approval on, because you liked everybody that you select, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it was a process for sure. You know, so I started casting the movie 4 years ago, actually. It took 3 years to actually make this movie, right? To film it, to write it. Forget it, 15 years, 20 workshopping it, writing it. I mean, that took forever. But to find the cast, you know, for this, because it's a low budget movie, right? You know, we're making this film, it's a low budget independent feature film, right? You know, this is not something we're all trying to like live on. This is like a business card we're all putting together, a passion project, right? So between hopping around acting classes and whatnot, finding people that inspire me, and having role models, by the way, which, you know, really and finding your heroes, you know, and sometimes, you know, you find your hero and they teach you a lot.
And sometimes they don't.
And sometimes, you know, I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about that. But between meeting all these different people, all these different actors, and actors that are hungry to make something of this genre, right? With a matter of 3 years, you know? This is something that was marinating. It wasn't something like, oh, let's go put a casting call out there and we see who shows
It
up.
definitely feels like a labor of love. And, it is a macho film, and you shoot inside a strip club and in, these seedy warehouses. So like I said, you really did capture New Jersey in its
Thank you.
quintessential form. And folks, if you want to check out this film, you've got to see it. Ryan's going to be there. Cast members maybe also will be there.
Yeah, so a lot of cast members, I hope, please come.
Yeah. And there'll be a Q&A afterwards so you can interact with the audience.
Yes, the cast members, please come up on stage. I want all my cast members on stage. I want you guys answering the questions.
It'll be a love fest. It'll be a love fest. And the film is playing on Friday, September 19th. It's online for 24 hours and in person at 7 p.m. in Voorhees Hall, which is our state-of-the-art facility at Rutgers University. I think it's a different place than where you showed the last time, but I'm not sure.
I think it was the same.
I think it's
actually.
the same, yeah, now that I think about it. And it will be $15 general admission. That is good for both the online version and the in-person version. And yes, Ryan, some people watch online during the day, and then they come to hang out with the filmmaker that evening and ask questions. So
That's right. And then after the screen, after everything, we're going out, and I hope you all follow us wherever we end up. You're
Thanks
welcome
so
to.
much. Thanks, Ryan. I'd love to go. Thanks so much. Lovely to see you again.
Love to see you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
And thank you so much for accepting our film. It is such an honor to be here again. A feature film is so much more difficult to get into a festival than a short.
That's true.
And the fact that you guys trusted this film, The Muscle, it's such an honor to be here again.
It's our pleasure. And it was a no-brainer.
You got something for me? Yo, Merry Christmas. That's a lot.
Nah, it's legit.
What are you doing with him?
Oh, Ron?
I know who he is. Ronnie, come here. Why is he here?
We needed some muscle.
Ronnie, how long you working for this guy?
I don't know, about a month? Nah, you don't know anything. You really got nothing to worry about.
He gets hurt. You're gonna regret it. And we gotta talk anyway. We're opening up the books this year, and we're gonna straighten out a few guys.